Good competitive football teams. Rocky and I are close friends. We met a long time at the field before the game and knew that it was going to be a really hard-fought game. And it certainly turned out that way. There are a lot of ebbs and flows within this game. Want to congratulate our players because last week was a tough loss, and particularly the guys that played defense. I thought they responded really well. Pumphrey's an excellent running back, and thought we tackled much better today. We established the line of scrimmage. Guys hung in there. We had to overcome some adversity. I believe San Diego State's an excellent football team, and we were able to come up with a big win for our program. So at this time, questions?
Craig, what does it say too? What I know, Sydney wasn't out there today, right? And Chase goes down, and he's probably, I don't know if he's done, but basically had two interior defensive linemen in there, and that's it.
And Josiah Hall went down too.
And Josiah Hall went down.
Yeah, there's another one to add to your list. And so, we were, and one of the reasons why I called the 2 timeouts on the last play of the game was just to give our guys at least a couple more minutes to get some breathing in. And, it was a great ball game. I really commend the guys that were out there, like you said, Connor Kane and Johanna Gaffon, guys that are down in the trenches that you don't notice a lot. And we got knocked around last week, and I think they really took that personal. Came in. San Diego State's an excellent offensive line. I thought we maintained the line of scrimmage very well today.
Do you have any updates? I'm sorry, Craig. Do you have any updates on these injured guys right now, or what you've been told right now, or anything?
No, we'll find out a little bit more tomorrow. We just knew they weren't able to go.
Coach, what does it say about your team to regroup there after that lengthy review and come back out on the field after it looked like you won the game and then you end up winning on Antonio's knockdown?
Yeah, it shows a lot of resolve and belief, and we talked about that after our pregame meal. To believe in one another, believe what the coaches are coaching you to do, trust your teammates, and play with confidence. And it came down to a play, and it was a big play, but there were a lot of big plays in this ball game.
Coach, how was your defense able to slow down Pumphrey today?
Well, I thought we did a really good job of maintaining gap control. We talked about establishing a line of scrimmage. A lot of their blockers weren't able to get into second levels. And I thought our secondary linebackers played their assignments for the most part. There was a couple breakdowns, but they tackled well. They were in the right spot, and we just didn't give him much room to run. I don't know how many yards he got. I'm sure he got some, but and he's a great football player, and I believe that's a really good football team. And so this is a really special win for us.
Coach, what do you attribute the struggles in the kickoff game to, and how tough was it to kind of overcome those 2 scores?
Well, that's difficult. Usually, very rarely do you give up 1 kickoff return and yet 2. A couple things came into play. At this time of the year, our depth on a lot of special team players, because when we get a guy injured, that really became apparent. I think we can probably kick the ball better than what we did, and they had good players back there. A.J. Cooper had talked and said, Coach, they have a lot of big returns, and sometimes their guys making plays. To overcome 2 kickoff returns is unique to win, and I think it's also another credit to our defense, the guys that played the line of scrimmage, because there was 14 points that they didn't have anything to do with.
Craig, what'd you like offensively? I mean, I know Rich had the 1 turnover, and maybe looked like he maybe was trying to do too much early, but then settled down, and then 487 yards on that defense, and the way you guys drove it at the end in the second half. I mean, that was some pretty.
It's impressive. I think we need to start with the offensive line. They have a very disruptive defensive scheme with disruptive players. I thought we did a nice job getting man on man. Josh took care of the football as the game went along. We did get some running plays going, and I thought Josh did some things with his legs, and then he extended some plays downfield that he wouldn't normally have been able to do. I thought, for the most part, we were able to protect pretty well, but when he got out on the out in the open, he was able to make some things happen, both with his arms and his legs.
Coach, you guys were tied and then kind of playing catch up throughout the game. What did you tell your guys to keep in it and stay motivated throughout the whole game and kind of pull away at the end?
That's part of our mantra. This is a really resilient, unified football team. A lot of those things start in the off-season conditioning, so they've believed in that. We knew it at home, 7,200 feet does make a difference, even though we had a lot of TV breaks. I think the biggest thing is just a mentality to never doubt, never quit. And that's part of whether we say we've turned a corner from that standpoint. I think you have to say we have. We've won some close games here. We lost a close game. But, you know, the veteran media people who followed us, we haven't seen that before, probably for quite a while. And so it's really been enjoyable to see.
Craig,
Can you talk about the confidence you have in the offense right now? You go for that 4th and 1.
Right.
Yeah, could you just talk a little bit about your thought process?
Well, somebody says, Coach, you like to go to Vegas, and, you know, we're doing that enough right there. You know, a lot of it, there's things that Coach Vigen's done really good in the short yardage game, and, you know, some of it, you're right, it's our confidence. It starts with the guys up front, also starts with the trigger guy. You know, Josh Allen's really a guy that can make some good decisive plays in those situations, and we've got a good tailback.
Coach, you know your defense still gave up 33 points, but as opposed to last week, do you feel like they came out and responded tonight?
There's no doubt. You know, I'll say that. That was a really good offense, and both of those tailbacks are good. Big offensive line. I was really pleased with how our defensive guys responded and played really well tonight.
Great.
This afternoon.
C.J. Johnson scores your game winner, and obviously we hear a lot about Tanner and Jake, and well, we should, but was there a little, you know, were they kind of laying off him, or is that just, can you kind of talk about that? Did you think you maybe could
CJ?
Yeah, exploit some things with C.J. since maybe they were paying a lot of attention to your other two guys?
You know, I wouldn't say so much laying off. We believe CJ's really got good talent, and he's an emerging player. He's gotten stronger. He's playing with more confidence. He's deceptively fast, and he's got excellent hands, and so it was good to see him out there making that play.
Coach, did you have any a chance to talk to the defense before the 2-point try?
You know what? I had talked to our defensive coordinator, and you know, I fully anticipated that they would make a run for 2, and I thought Coach Stannard dialed up a really good call.
Coach, how much growth have you seen from Cooper, you know, in his freshman year to go back out there and do kickoffs again and hit a few big field goals?
Right. You know what? A freshman year is a learning year, and ideally it's good to redshirt. You know, I thought he responded really well. There was times that, you know, he didn't kick the ball well, but those kicks late in the game were really, really critical. And and he's hitting field goals, and we'll continue to work with him.
How much do you think, you won the time of possession battle 36-23, and he had 84 offensive plays to their 58. Do you think you just wore him down a little bit in that 4th quarter?
Yeah, and some of that happens when you get you score a kickoff return. Your defense is right back out there. We've been on the other side of it, and that factors in sometimes in time of possession. That can be a double-edged sword. You know, I think 7,200 feet makes a difference. Some people don't think so. I'm not a great jogger, but I can tell you it makes a difference with me.
Coach, essentially play next week for the Mountain West Championship game. Do you approach the game any different?
Well, first of all, we're going to take 24 hours and recoup here. I know I am. You know, when you play in a big game like this, you dance with who brung you. The tried and true fundamentals that have put us in position. We're going to accentuate those things. Recognize that there's a lot on the line, but you can't go in playing scared to lose. You know, we got a big challenge and a great opportunity, and so we'll get to New Mexico next week tonight. I'm going to sit back with my family and enjoy the time.